El porfiriato. As project manager, Alain Diaz. As risk manager, Alain Diaz. As milestone manager, María Pilar Ceballos. As communications manager, María Pilar Ceballos. As project libre manager, Juan Orlando Flores. And as coordinate manager, Juan Orlando Flores. El Porfiriato is a restaurant bar located in Paseo La Fe in San Nicolás, Monterrey, and it's specialized in Mexican gourmet food. It was opened in 2014. Given that the social media and marketing of the restaurant wasn't very strong, we saw it as an opportunity and targeted their improvement as the purpose of our project. Our plan was to create new content for their social media to reborn the image of El Porfiriato by using adequate language to reach the sector of age desired.
As part of the actions done to improve, first we had a reunion with the owners of El Porfiriato. Then we hired a marketing and social media specialist. After that, we had our second meeting with the owners of El Porfiriato and the specialists to create and design goals. We designed and made the promotional spot. Also, we analyzed the information and taken it further to employees. The risk faced: failure in the marketing strategy, budgeting, miscommunication with the owners, and not achieving the goals set up at the beginning. The stakeholders. The main stakeholders we identified were the owners, since they were getting affected by our project directly by investing money and changing their processes in their companies, as well as employees, suppliers, government, and customers. The work breakdown structure, known as WBS, is a key project deliverable that organizes the team's work into manageable sections. We use this one to break down the objectives of increasing likes, increasing reviews, and creating video. As another tool we use the critical path, which is the sequence of project network activities which add up to the longest overall duration. Regardless, is that longest duration has a float or not. It determines always the shortest time possible to complete the project. As our main software, we use the Project Libre software, which is free and available for everybody. Including in the software, we use the Gantt diagram. The Gantt diagram, commonly used in project management, is one of the most popular and useful ways of showing activities, tasks, or events displayed against time. The flowchart is a type of diagram that represents the workflow or process. As we can show you right now, that was the process right before we got to the company and helped them. As you can see on the picture, once we got to the company, the process was really simple and they didn't take the decisions the right way. Once we analyzed the flowchart, we decided to make it more complex. Since the decision-making process was really simple, we decided to hire the marketing specialist and make the analyzing process a little bit longer to make sure once the promotions and the images were published, we made a right effect.
The results that were obtained thanks to the improvement in the marketing strategy process are: the Facebook page likes have increased about 15% compared to the start date of the project. The opinions and reviews of the restaurant have been increasing since the beginning of the project, went from 200 opinions to almost 300. The rating increased as well. It went from 3.5 stars to 4 stars. The new video created by the marketing specialist, which represented the most famous and typical products of the restaurant, had a reach of 2,000 people since it was published. Sales increased almost 20% each month due to the good implementation of the marketing strategy. During the project, we learned how important teamwork is, as well as working under pressure given the circumstance of the team. For this, we had to make a correct planning and organization of the project. We also learned how to identify a real process in a food service company and the steps to follow in order to improve it. One of the things we did well as a team was the constant communication to carry out the project activities, as well as the persistent effort to complete them, and which were successful. Even though unforeseen obstacles came out, we always had in mind to never give up. One of the things we could have done better was to learn to analyze all the factors that are taken for a marketing strategy. Since it can be very extensive, to reach it took us a long time to recognize the impact that social networks have nowadays in business.